Now explaining practical problems on set operations. Here there is a practical problem. Before taking this problem, let us discuss results related to practical problems. Say if there are two sets, set A and set B, A and B are subsets of a universal set U. This is U. Let A and B are subsets of universal set U. Then number of elements in A union B, number of elements in A union B, that means in this part, this is A union B. Number of element in A union B, that means all the elements of A as well as B including common. So it is equal to number of elements in A, means elements which are in this circle, plus number of elements in B, that is in this circle. So elements in this area plus elements in this region. But see what is happening in this addition. These elements are counted 2 times, and in union we do not repeat elements. We keep every element, either it is in A or in B, we keep once only. So in this addition, because these common elements are counted 2 times, number of elements in A, number of elements in B, so what we do? We have to correct this addition. So one time, this should be counted only one time. Because 2 times counted, one time we are subtracting elements in common. So here this is common region A intersection B. So this is formula to find number of elements in A union B. Then second result, if A intersection B is empty, means nothing in A intersection B, then this will be 0. Number of elements in A intersection B is 0. So formula will be number of elements in A union B, that is number of elements in A plus number of elements in B. Then so this part is here. In this part, this is the part representing A minus B. A minus, remove this part. So this is the region representing set A minus B, means elements which are in A but not in B, means only A. Number of elements in only A are in this set. So number of elements in only A, number of elements in only A, that is number of elements in A minus B. So number of elements in this region, this can be expressed as number of all the elements in A minus common elements. So number of all the elements in A minus common elements. So that means number of elements in only A. Similarly, this is the region representing B minus A, means elements which are in B not in A. So in only B. So number of elements in only B, it is represented as number of elements in B minus A. That means number of elements in B minus common, remove this part. So number of elements in B minus number of common elements. Then if you are asked to find number of elements in exactly one set, number of elements in exactly one set, that means either in this region or in this region, not from this region. It is either in only A or in only B, means in exactly one set. That means element is either in A minus B or in B minus A, but not common. So this can be expressed as number of elements in only A, this means only A, plus number of elements in only B, it means only one set. So if you add these two results, say if you make addition, then addition will be NA plus NB minus 2 times N of A intersection B. So that is NA plus NB minus 2 times N of A intersection B. So these are the results to count number of elements in union or in intersection or in only one set. So now application of this result in this problem. Say here, problem is, in a survey of 600 students in a school, 150 students were found to be taking tea and 225 taking a coffee. 100 were taking both tea and coffee. Find the number of students who were taking at least one item, neither tea nor coffee, only tea, only coffee, only one item. So here this practical problem is related with two sets. There are two sets in this problem. A set containing students liking tea and a set containing students liking coffee, and they all are belonging to a school, and there are survey has been done on 600 students in a school. So let me consider symbols. Let me take U be the set of students, all the students on which survey has been done. So U is the set of all students. Set A is, it is the set of all students liking tea. B is set of all students liking coffee. So we suppose these symbols for related sets. Now see, here values are given. Survey of 600 students in a school has been done. Means number of elements in U is 600. 150 students were found to be liking tea. Means in this set of students liking tea, there are 150 students. So number of elements in A is 150. And 225 taking coffee. Means in this set there are 225 students. 225 students liking coffee. Now see, keep remember one point. Here word is given that 150 students were found to be liking tea. 150 students like tea. That means in A is the set of students liking tea. So A contains 150 students. That means if we show this by picture, suppose this is the set of students liking tea, this is the set of students liking coffee, this is the set of students, all the students on which survey has been done. Information is that 150 students liking tea. That means there are 150 students in this region. 150 students like tea. It does not mean that they don't like anything other. 150 students like tea, that means in this region number of element is 150, among which there may be few students who may like also coffee. There may be some students common. Similarly, 225 students like coffee, here given 225 like coffee. Means in this region there are 225 students liking coffee and maybe few students which are in common. So here in this question, if here only tea word is given, suppose if you are given that 150 students like only tea, that means 150, in that case we have to take in this region. This is only tea. So in that case 150 will be the value of number of elements in A minus B, not number of elements in A. If suppose in this question here given that only coffee, here only coffee, 225 are taking only coffee, only is not given, but if suppose here given only word, that means N of B is not 225. In that case only coffee, that means in this region there are 225 elements. So if statement is like that, 225 like only coffee, then only coffee, that is B minus A, only in B. But here only word is not given, so take N of A, N of B. Then 100 were taking both tea and coffee. There are 100 students who take both tea and coffee, means 100 are in common. So number of elements in A intersection B is 100. So this information is given. Now we answer given questions. See, first question is find number of students who were liking at least one item. Number of students liking at least one item. at least one item means one or more than one, means only tea or only coffee or both. One item or more than one, that means here there are only two. So whenever a word is given at least, that means you have to find number of elements in A union B. Number of elements in A union B, that means in this union, all the number of elements, all the elements lying in this region. So these three disjoint sets will be considered, only A, only B and common, that is at least one. So it means number of elements in A union B. In any question, whenever you are given that find number of elements belonging to at least one set, then find a union. So for at least word, remember union. Now formula is number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus A intersection B. Putting values, in A there are 150 students, in B 225 students minus intersection 100 students. So this is equal to, value is 150 minus 100 is 50, 50 plus 225, that is 275. So there are 275 students liking at least one item. Second question, find number of students liking neither tea nor coffee. Number of students liking neither of the items, neither tea nor coffee, that is number of students liking neither tea. If student likes tea, that means take A. Not liking tea means A dash. Neither tea nor coffee. No any item. Student doesn't like anything. Neither tea nor coffee means not tea and not coffee. So whenever you are given word neither nor, that means number of elements belonging to neither of the sets, means it belongs to complement of A and complement of B, belonging to neither of the sets. So this is equal to, now here we use De Morgan law, A dash intersection B dash. A dash intersection B dash can be expressed as A union B whole dash by De Morgan's law. Now number of elements in complement of any set, it is equal to number of elements in universal set minus number of elements in A union B. Rule for complementation. Now number of elements in U. In U there are 600 students, and in A union B, there are 275 students. Here already we have found 275 students like at least one item. So from total number of students, if you subtract 275 students, then the remaining students do not like anything, neither of the items. So this will be 325. So there are 325 students who like neither of the items. Third question. Number of students who like only tea. Number of students like a only T. Only T, that means number of students belonging to only set A. So only A, that means A minus B. Number of elements in only A, that is elements in A minus B. So that is number of elements in A minus number of elements in A intersection B. Number of elements in A, 150. 150 students like T minus 100 students like both. So 100 students like both items, these 100 are already included in this 150. So here subtracting this number, remaining 50. So there are 50 students who like only T. Similarly, number of students liking only coffee, that is number of elements in B minus A. So elements in only B. So number of elements in B minus A intersection B. Elements in B is 225 minus 100, that is 125. So 125 students like only coffee. Then next question is, this is A, this is B, this is C. Here it was A, B, this is C, this is D, only coffee. Now E, only one item. Number of students liking only one item. So number of students liking only one item means belonging to exactly one set. So elements in A minus B plus elements in B minus A, or we can also keep as n of A plus n of B minus 2 times n of A intersection B. So n of A plus n of B minus 2 times n of A intersection B. Number of elements in A is 150 plus elements in B is 225 minus A intersection B, 2 times A intersection B, that is 2 into 100. So this is 200 plus 100, 300, 375 minus 200, so it is 175. So there are 175 students liking exactly one item, means sum of these two numbers, 50 plus 125. So this was the application of this result. In practical problem, story can be different but method and mechanism will be same. In this question, given that students, there are two sets, set of students liking tea, other set is set of students liking coffee. Suppose you may given that in a hostel there are few students, some students like idli, some students like dosa. So see, stories change. Suppose you are given that in a classroom there are two groups, some students like cricket, some of the students like hockey. So story is changed, number will be changed. So whenever you are given practical problems of two sets, then this is the mechanism. Story and numbers can be different, but results and application is same. Now same question I am showing by another method, and that method is, we can say, method using Venn diagram. In this method we will not use any formula, just we used in first method. See, method is, again, first of all, we suppose U be the set of all the students, E is the set of students liking T, B is the set of students liking coffee, and we show these sets in a Venn diagram. Suppose that here this is universal set U, this is set A, this is set B. Suppose that this symbol small a, it is the number of students belonging to only A, in this region only A. B is number of students liking only coffee in this region. C is the number of students liking both tea and coffee. D is the number of students who like neither tea nor coffee. So we take these symbols to represent number of elements in the respective sets. So let A, B, C and D be number of students in respective sets as shown in diagram. Now we are making equations. So here, first of all, first statement is there are 600 students in a school. So total number of all the students who like at least one item or liking nothing, all the students who like tea or coffee or who do not like anything. So all the students, total number of all the students is 600. So from given information, we can say that A plus B plus C plus D, A plus B plus C plus D is 600. 150 students were found taking a tea. So 150 are in this region. A is the set of students liking a tea. So in this region there are 150 students. So A plus C is 150. 225 taking coffee. Coffee, that is in B. In B there are 225 students. B plus C is 225. Hundred were taking both tea and coffee. Both, that is there are C number of students taking both. So C is 150. Sorry, 100 were taking both tea and coffee. C is 100. That is equation number 4. So this information is given. Now from this equation, from these equations we are finding all values A, B, C, D. Say here C is given. Putting this value in equation 2 and 3. So we solve, or putting value from equation number 4 in equation number 2 and 3. Here I am putting 100. So A plus 100 is 150. B plus 100 is 225. A plus 100 150, B plus 100 is 225. Therefore A is 50 and B is 125. A, B and C are, now we know these values. So putting values of A, B, C, in equation number 1, A is 50, B is 125, C is 100, D is required, total is 600. So that is 250 plus 25, 275. D is 600 minus 275. So D is 325. Now after finding A, B, C, D, we can reply, we can answer all the questions. Now see, question A was number of students liking at least one item. So number of students liking at least one item. Number of students liking at least one item, that means one or more than one. So that is A means only tea, plus B that is only coffee, plus C that is both items. So this is only tea, only coffee and both. So it means at least one. So take sum of all the elements which are in circles. So at least one. So A plus B plus C, that is A is 50, B is 125, C is 100. So 100 plus 100, 200, so it is 275. So 275 students like at least one item. Second, neither tea nor coffee. Number of students liking neither tea nor coffee. So neither tea nor coffee, that means it is D, value of D. So it is value of D, and D is here 325. So 325 students like neither tea nor coffee. C, only tea. Number of students liking only tea. Only tea, that is A. This is the number of students liking only tea, and value of A is 50. It is 50. Then number of students liking only coffee, that is B, only coffee, and value of B is 125. E, number of students liking only one item, number of students liking only one item, that means only tea or only coffee, that is A plus B. So 50 plus 125, 175. So this is the method to find solution using Venn diagram. Now next question. In a group of 70 people, 37 like dosa, 52 like idli, and each person likes at least one of the two items. How many like both dosa and idli? How many like only idli? Again, similar question of two sets, showing by both methods. First method, using formulas. There are three sets. Set of people who like dosa and set of people who like idli. Say here, we take A be the set of people liking dosa, B be the set of people liking idli. Say here, there is a statement, each person likes at least one of the two items. Each person likes at least one of the two items. There is a group of 70 people. Survey has been done on 70 people and each person likes at least one item. Yes, there is no anyone who doesn't like anything. So that means in this problem, whatever is universal set, same is A union B, because each one likes at least one item. So here universal set is A union B. Now from given information, number of elements in A, (70 people), group contains 70 people. So number of elements in U or number of elements in A union B, it is 70. Number of elements in A, 37 like dosa, dosa that means set A, 37, A contains 37 element, B contains 52 like idli, number of elements in B is 52. Question is, how many like both dosa and idli? How many like both dosa and idli? And how many like only idli? How many like only idli? That means number of elements in set B only, that is B minus A. So these values are asked in this question. So first of all, to find out number of elements in A intersection B, we take formula, number of elements in A union B is number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. Putting values, A union B has 70 elements, A contains 37 elements, B contains 52 elements, and A intersection B that we want to find So number of elements in A intersection B is, this is 50 plus 30, 80, 89 minus 70. So that is 19. 89 minus 70, 19. So 19 people like both dosa and idli. So therefore 19 people like both items. Then we want B minus A. So number of people liking only idli, that means only B, and number of elements in only B, that is B minus A, and number of elements in B minus A, that is n of B minus n of A intersection B. Number of elements in B is 52 minus number of elements in A intersection B, just we have found 19. So 52 minus 19, that is 31. 52 minus 19, that is 12 minus 9, 33. So there are 33 people like only idli. So this is the first method. Now method 2. In second method we use Venn diagram. This is universal set. Suppose in set A, this is the number of elements in only A, only B, only C, and here all the people like at least one item. So don't put anything outside A and B. Every people like at least one item. So all 70 people like at least one item. So all the elements in U are in A union B, as discussed here. So there is no one who doesn't like anything. So don't put here D. So let A, B, C be the number of elements in respective sets as shown in diagram. Now from given information, 70 people, group contains 70 people. So A plus B plus C is 70. This is equation 1. 37 like dosa. So A plus C is 37. 52 like idli. B plus C. 52 like idli. So B plus C is 52. Now we solve these equations. So to solve this equation, from this 3 we are putting value in equation 1. Here we are putting B plus C is 52. So solving 1 and 2, 1 and 3, A plus 52 is 70. A plus 52 is 70. Therefore A is equal to 80. A80 we put in equation 2. So putting in equation 2, 18 plus C is 37. So C is 37 minus 18. So C is 19. Now value of C we are putting in 3. 19, B plus 19 is 52. So B is 52 minus 19, and 52 minus 19, that is 33. So A, B, C are found. So now answers of questions. How many like both dosa and idli? So number of people liking dosa and idli both, it is value of C, and C is 19. People like both. Second question was number of people liking only idli. Only idli. B, this is only idli. So value of B, and value of B is 33. So 33 people like only idli. So this was method 2. Now results for practical problems related to 3 sets. Say suppose A, B and C, these are 3 sets A, B and C. These are subsets of a universal set U. This is universal set U. So our discussion is for 3 subsets of universal set U. Now number of elements in at least one set, number of elements in at least one set, it is number of elements in A union B union C. See, whenever you are given at least one set, so calculate number of elements in A union B union C. Formula is number of elements in A plus elements in B plus elements in C. Say adding these numbers, number of element in A plus number of element in B plus number of element in C, some of the elements are counted more than one time. We want to count every element once only. Elements in A union B union C, whenever we put elements in union, we do not repeat elements. Every element we keep one and only one time. So see, number of elements in A, number of elements in B. So when you take total of these two, when you add n of B and n of A, then what happens? This is counted 2 times. Elements of A, elements of B. So doing plus, these elements are counted 2 times. So correcting that, this addition, subtract 1 time. Similarly, when you add plus NC. So plus NC. So N of B plus N of C. So these are also counted 2 times. So correcting that addition, subtract 1 time. Then N of A plus N of C. See this addition, N of A, this is N of A plus N of C. So this is counted 2 times. So 1 time we have to subtract. But in this subtraction, this is removed every time. This common of all 3 is removed every time. Minus A intersection B, so this is removed. Minus A intersection B, again it is removed. Minus B intersection C, again it is removed. But 1 time it should be added. So to make this perfect value, plus N of A intersection B intersection C. So if you observe this procedure, see number of elements in A. Now this should not be counted again. Once these are counted, so number of elements in A, then now we want this part. So number of elements in, when you take number of element in B, number of element in C, then this should be removed, this should be removed, but this is removed 2 times. So 1 time we have to add this number. So that's why we do this subtraction. Then number of elements in only A. Number of elements in only A means in this set, this is only A. This side, this is only A. Number of elements in only A. That means number of elements in A. Now when you take number of elements in A, these are counted. So we don't want this part. So what I do, I minus this part. Minus A intersection B, then minus A intersection C, but this is subtracted 2 times. We should subtract only 1 time. So add 1 time, plus N of A intersection B intersection C. Similarly, number of elements in only B, only B. So this is only B. Number of elements in only B. This part is only B. It is equal to elements in B minus A intersection B. So this is removed. Then now we want to remove this part. For that, first of all, remove B intersection C. This is subtracted 2 times. So then add 1 time, plus A intersection B intersection C. So number of elements in B minus A intersection B minus B intersection C plus A intersection B intersection C. Similarly, number of elements in only C number of elements in only C number of elements in only C, it is equal to number of elements in C minus number of elements in A intersection C minus B intersection C, means this part removed, this part removed, but this should be removed only one time. So to correct this addition or subtraction, add one time. So elements in only A, number of elements in only B, number of elements in only C. So from these three results, we can say total number of elements in exactly one set, means a sum of these three equations, n of A plus n of B plus n of C, putting here, it is equal to n of A plus n of B plus n of C. Then see, this is 2 times, minus 2 times n of A intersection B minus 2 times B intersection C, 2 times B intersection C minus 2 times number of elements in A intersection C. Here it is C. So we are adding these three equations, 1, 2, 3. So this is addition of these three equations. Then this is plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is plus 3 times n of A intersection B intersection C. So total number of elements in exactly one set. This is the formula. Now third result. Number of elements in only A and B. Number of elements in only A and B. This is for only A and B. Here, this is only A and B, this part. So number of elements in only A and B, it is equal to number of elements in A intersection B minus common of all three. We don't want elements in three sets, we need elements in only A and B. So that is number of elements in A intersection B minus common of 3. Similarly, number of elements in only B and C in exactly two sets, it is equal to n of B intersection C minus A intersection B intersection C. Number of elements in only A and C in exactly two sets, that is number of elements in A intersection C minus number of elements in A intersection B intersection C. So taking a total of these three equations, total number of elements in exactly two sets, means either in this part or in this part or on this part. So these are the regions containing exactly two sets except this center. So that is sum of these three numbers. So it is equal to number of elements in A intersection B B intersection C, A intersection C minus 3 times n of A intersection B intersection C. Then fourth equation, number of elements in neither of the sets number of elements which doesn't lie in any of 3 sets, that is number of elements in A dash and B dash and C dash. This can be calculated as number of elements in A union B union C whole dash, and it is equal to number of elements in universal set minus A union B union C. So these are results related to practical problems of 3 sets. This is only A, only B, this part is only C. Now practical problem related to 3 sets. So here a question is, in a survey of 70 people, it was found that 25 people read newspaper H, 26 read newspaper T, 26 read newspaper I, 9 read both H and I, 11 read both H and T, 8 read both T and I, 3 read all 3 newspapers. Find number of people who read at least one of the newspaper, the number of people who read exactly one newspaper, the number of people who read exactly 2 newspapers, and number of people who read none of the papers. So to solve the question, let us take symbols for sets. We take U be the set of people, set of all people on which survey has been done. We take, there are 3 newspapers, paper H, paper T and paper I. So we are supposing same symbols. Let H, T and I be the set of people reading newspaper H, T and I respectively. Means we are taking same symbol. H is the set of people reading newspaper H. T is the set of people reading newspaper T. And I be the set of people reading newspaper I. You can also use symbol A, B, C. You can use any symbols. Now from given information, we put here values. Survey has been done on 70 people. So number of elements in U is 70. 25 people read H. 25 people read newspaper H. So number of elements in H is 25. 26 read T. 26 read I. So number of people in T is 26. Number of people in I is also 26. 9 read both H and T. H and T, that is H intersection T. In H intersection T, 9 people. 11 read H and T. Sorry, here I have written H and I. So put here H and I. H intersection I. 9 read H and I, 11 read H and T. So H and T, that is H intersection T, is 11. 8 read both T and I. So number of elements in T and I, T intersection I, is 8. 3 read all 3 newspaper. All 3 newspaper, that is H intersection T intersection I is equal to 3. So this information is given. Now let us answer all the questions. Question 1 is number of people reading at least one newspaper. Number of people reading at least one newspaper. Number of people reading at least one newspaper, that means number of elements in union, H union T union I, and result is number of elements in H, number of elements in T, number of elements in I, then H intersection T, then T intersection I, then minus H intersection I plus H intersection T intersection I, H T I, H and T, T and I, H and I, then plus H intersection T intersection I. So putting these values, this is equal to N of H is 25 plus, here managing space because I need more space to include all answers. So it is equal to N of H is 25, N of T is 26, N of I is 26 minus H intersection I, that is minus 9, T intersection I, here it is T intersection I 8, H intersection I 11, and plus intersection of these 3, that is 3. So it is equal to 25 plus 26 plus 26, that is 75 plus 2 77, 77 plus 3 is 80. Now this is 8 plus 9 17, 17 plus 11 28, so minus 28, so what is left? 52. So this is 52. So 52 people read at least one newspaper. So 80 minus 28, that is 52. Now second question. The number of people who read exactly one newspaper. Number of people reading exactly one newspaper, and formula is, as just discussed in formula part, number of elements in H plus number of elements in T plus number of elements in I. In formula we use symbol ABC. Here instead of ABC we are using HDI, minus 2 times N of H intersection T minus 2 times N of T intersection I minus 2 times N of H intersection I plus 3 times N of H intersection T intersection I. So n of h plus n of t plus n of I minus 2 times n of h intersection t minus 2 times n of t intersection I minus 2 times n of h intersection I plus 3 times n of h intersection t intersection I. So putting values, n of h is n of h 25 plus 26 plus 20 again 26 minus 2 times h intersection t, h intersection t is 11 minus 2 times t intersection I is 8 minus 2 times h intersection I is 9 plus 3 times intersection of these 3 is 3. So this is equal to, this sum is 25 plus 26 plus 26, that is 77. 77, this is 77, this is minus 22 minus 16 minus 18 plus 9. So it is equal to 77 plus 9, so it is 86 minus, now sum of these numbers, so 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 6 16, then 1 plus 1 2 plus 1 3 plus 2 5, 86 minus 56, that is 30. So 30 people read exactly one newspaper. Then third question is, number of people who read exactly two newspapers. Number of people who read exactly, number of people reading exactly two newspapers, it is equal to number of elements in H intersection T plus n of T intersection I plus n of H intersection I minus 3 times A H intersection T intersection I. We discussed this result in terms of A, B and C. In formula part we discussed elements in two sets, exactly two sets, that is A intersection B plus n of B intersection C plus n of C intersection A minus 3 times n of A intersection B intersection C. Now that is H intersection T. H intersection T is 11, T intersection I is 8, H intersection I is 9 minus 3 into 3. So this is 19. 19 people read exactly two newspapers. Then fourth question, number of people who read none of the newspaper. The number of people who read none of the papers. That is number of elements in H dash, not H, not T, not I. That is number of elements in H union T union I whole dash. And it is number of elements in U minus number of elements in union. So this is, now elements in U is 70 and in union it is 52. So how much is left? 58. So 58 people, 18 people read none of the newspaper. Now second method to solve this problem, and the method is using a Venn diagram. In this method we take three sets. Suppose this is the set of people reading newspaper H. This is the set of people reading newspaper T. And this is the set of people reading newspaper I. And these are subsets of U, where U is the set of all people on which survey has been done. So here let U be the set of all people, H, T and I be the set of people reading newspapers H, T and I respectively. Now we suppose numbers. Suppose this region contains number of elements A. Means A is the number of people reading only newspaper H. This part is for only H. B is the number of people reading only T. This is only I. Only one newspaper means this region. In this region there are C number of people. D is number of people reading only H and T. In this region there are D people. E is for only T and I. This is only T and I. F is number of people reading only H and I. And G is number of people reading all three newspaper. All three newspaper. And H is number of people reading neither of the paper. Means number of people reading none of the papers. H people are not included in any set. And sum of all numbers, that is number of people on which survey has been done. Now from given information, so here let A, B, C, D, E, F and G be the number of people as shown in diagram. Now from given information we are creating equations. See, first statement is survey is on 70 people. So sum of all numbers is 70. That means A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G is 70. This is equation 1. Sum of all numbers is 70. 25 people read newspaper H. These are 25. So A plus D plus F plus G is 25. 25 read newspaper H. It does not mean that they do not read any other. In these 25, there are some people reading H only, there are some people reading H and T only, H and I only, and all three papers. But they all are reading H. So in the question given that 25 read newspaper H means take sum of all numbers. But if you are given that 25 people read only H, if you are given here only H, then it will be value of A only. So in that case you have to take A equal to 25. But there only word is not given, so take all. Similarly, 26 people read T. 26 read T. So B plus D plus E plus G is 26. 26 read newspaper I. So in this part, C plus E plus F plus G is 26. 9 read H and I. H and I. H and I, 9. So G plus F is 9. Eleven read H and T. H and T, 11. So D plus G is 11. 8 read T plus T and I. T and I. T and I. So this is T and I. So there are 8. So E plus G is 8. E plus G is 8. 3 read all 3 newspapers. 3 read all 3 newspapers. So that is G is 3. Now we solve these equations. So solving equations, this value I am putting in these equations. So say, putting here 3, F plus 3 is 9, D plus 3 is 11, E plus 3 is 8. So therefore, F is 6, D is 8, E is 5. F, D and E are found. Now these values we are using in equation 2, 3 and 4. So putting values in equation 2, 3 and 4, in equation 2, 3 and 4. See, here A plus D. What is D? D is 8. A plus D plus F, that is 6, plus G, that is 3, is 25. Then B plus D. D is 8 plus E. E is 5 plus G. G is 3, is 26. C. C plus E. E is 5. F. F is 6. G is 3, is 26. So here, solving these equations, A is equal to 8 plus 3, 11. 11 plus 6, 17. 25 minus 17 is 8. B is 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 3, 16. 26 minus 16 is 10. C is 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 3, 14. 26 minus 14 is 12. So these are values of A, B and C. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Only H is left. So putting all values in equation 1, Putting all values in equation 1, A is 8, B is 10, A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G plus H is 70. So taking total here, 12 plus 8 20, 20 plus 10 30, 30 plus 8 38, 38 plus 5 43, 43 plus 6 49, plus 3 52, 52 subtracting 52, so H is 18. See, check once again, 10 plus 8 18, 18 plus 12 30, 30 plus 8 38, 38 plus 5 43, 43 plus 6 49, plus 3 52, so H is 70 minus 52, that is 18. So all values we have obtained. Now after getting all the values A, B, C, D, E, F, G, he answered the questions. See, first question is here. Now first question is, number of people reading at least one newspaper. Number of people reading at least one newspaper. Number of people reading at least one newspaper, that means sum of all these numbers. These circles contains only one, only two, or all three. That means at least one. So sum up to A to G. So A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G. So putting these values, A is 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 8 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3. So that is, this is 20 plus 10 30, 38 plus 5 43, 49, 52. So 52 people read at least one newspaper. Number of people read exactly two newspaper. Now exactly two newspaper. Number of people reading exactly two newspaper. Second question. Number of people reading exactly, first of all we are finding exactly one newspaper. Exactly one newspaper. Exactly one means A plus B plus C. So A plus B plus C, and it is A is 8, B is 10, C is 12. 30 people read exactly one newspaper. Third is number of people reading exactly two newspaper. People reading exactly two newspaper, that is D plus E plus F. It is D plus E plus F, and D plus E plus F, that is D is 8, E is 5, F is 6. That is 19 people. Then people who read none of the papers. So number of people reading none of the papers, and it is H, and H is how much? So here H we have found 18. So 18 people read none of the papers. So this is the method to solve practical problem using a Venn diagram. Here no any formula is used. Simple, from Venn diagram we have done this calculation.